Now, I want you to think about how you've been trained to communicate. We've all had courses and been taught to read, to write, maybe to speak. But very few people have formal training in listening. Owen Hargy, who wrote a book about interpersonal communication, back in 2011, when he wrote the book, he noted that about 2% of people had had formal training in listening. That might be a little bit more now. There are some movements, there's some movements in law schools to consider adding listening as a part of the curriculum. Although when I did this training for roughly 200 associates last spring, I can tell you that only a handful had ever had formal training in listening. So that's what we're here to do today, is to give you some training and show you how training in listening can impact people, can make our work lives more efficient, our working relationships much stronger. And the bottom line is that when we listen purposefully, we can truly help others and help ourselves. So today we're going to talk a little bit about preparing to listen, how often we prepare to speak, how often do we prepare to listen, about how we can reduce the barriers to listening, how we can get aligned with our purpose for those different situations, because we're not always being Teddy Bridgewater. And that's our model of the 4 C's of listening. And throughout, we're going to be doing some reflection and, of course, practicing some skills.